If you're struggling with neck pain, there may be a bunch of different causes for it. Today what we're going to focus on is how you can get neck pain relief. Normally when people have neck pain though, you have to identify what's causing it and match it with a specific treatment. The relief tactics that we're going to go over in this video are going to help anyone across the board with all types of neck pain. The first thing that most people think they need to do when they have neck pain is stretch. Contrary to popular belief, stretching can actually make neck pain worse. It'll usually feel good while you're doing it, or you might feel some tightness, so you think you need to pull on your neck in different ways. But oftentimes with neck pain comes an irritated nerve, and the more you stretch nerves, the worse they can get in the long run. So it's actually not recommended that you stretch and pull on your neck because it can irritate the symptom. Even in cases of muscle strains, usually it's postural, and it's because there's a weakness in the back part of your neck and where your shoulder blades are. And that weakness back there causes people to round their shoulders and make their head move further forward than it needs to move. The next thing you should do if you're trying to get neck pain relief is to optimize your desk setup. So desk setup is really important, especially if you work from home or you work in an office. So some of the key factors in desk setup is going to have to do with the positioning of your arms and where they're at on your desk. So for example, you want this angle to be this nice 90 degrees here. You want a slight extension in your wrist as you type. If your desk setup brings that up a little higher, you're putting some excessive stress in your upper traps and you're going to hold more tension. If it's too low, it's going to affect a couple of other things, and we'll talk about that here shortly. You also want a nice 90-degree angle of your chair and then your feet to be sitting flat on the floor. A lot of people like to have a stool or something that kind of puts their feet at an angle. You actually don't want that when you're sitting down. You want your feet to be completely flat. That'll also take any sort of pressure or tension off of your lower back. Now, probably the most important aspects of neck pain relief in terms of desk setup is going to be where your monitor is located relative to where your eyes are. So for example, if we're looking at a monitor here set at this height, I'm a tall guy. So my low eyesight and vision naturally will gaze forward to about here. If my monitor is down at this level, I'm going to be looking down the whole time, putting excessive strain and tension on all my neck muscles. Conversely, if we come over here to this one, as you can see, my eyes are looking right at a monitor, the center of the monitor at eye level. And so with that monitor being in the right position, my head is able to stay in a neutral position. So that means that it's not bent down or bent too far up. And then also when you're sitting, you want to make sure that your shoulders are back and then your hands are in that good position. If you do that and optimize your desk setup, because it's a place that you spend probably 8, 9, maybe even 10 hours a day in some cases, you're going to help alleviate your neck pain in the long run. Ever catch yourself sitting like this? The next tip is to correct your posture. So oftentimes gravity will kind of pull us into this rounded shoulders position and then this forward head position. And what that does is it places a lot of tension and tightness on some of the muscles of our neck. One quick and easy fix for this is to place a towel roll under your low back, and that's going to kind of restore this natural arch here. And then you're going to bring your shoulder blades back a little bit. You don't have to keep them super pinched or tight, but just slightly bring them back and then elongate through your neck. And that will kind of take you out of that forward head, rounded shoulders posture. And it should help alleviate some of the neck pain that you're experiencing. And then the final tip that we have for neck pain relief is to use the correct pillow or type of pillow for matching your sleep position. For example, if you're someone who sleeps on your back, you don't want a super firm pillow, because what that pillow will do is it will keep your head in a flex position. So you're going to be tipped forward instead of in this nice neutral position here. Ideally, if you're a side sleeper, you want to sleep with a firm pillow though, because then your head is going to stay in this position instead of sinking over the course of the night. So it is really important that you match your sleep position with the type of pillow that you have at home.